Hello everyone, welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. Welcome back to version 1.2, the pre-release, because, well, I can't wait until 1.2. We need to start a new game. So today we are gonna start a new game, and this is going to be a, well, mostly vanilla series, maybe some mods at the end, depends a little bit on how it goes. But let's just call this YouTube 1.2. Something like that, and we are going to play this on normal moderate difficulties with all the rules, but not completely with all the rewards, etc. We're going to put the rewards for funds, science and reputation on 300% because I like the game, but I like to do some faster progression if I can help it. Come on, there we go. Now, these sliders are maybe new, but there is one of the biggest things that is a change in version 1.2, and that is that there is a working comm network which we're gonna play around with. This one works a little easier than the remote tech mod, which of course is a pretty advanced version. It can also, for example, require a signal for full control, but at the moment when you lose control of or lose signal to a vehicle, you can still do at least some stuff with it, which, well, just to make it a little easier, we're gonna do this. Now, this I'm not gonna change. The only thing I'm going to do here is allow action groups from the start, and apparently there's also a level up system, which I have no clue what that does. Enable extra ground stations. You know what? Maybe not. Let's disable the extra ground stations, so we need to make our own satellite network and can't really rely on other stuff. Okay, start the game. Okay, we also have ourselves a new flag. We've got the KSP Flag 1. And start. Thank you, Dean Kerbin, for welcoming us to the Space Center. Now, let's just start up by launching our first vessel and, of course, trying to gather some science around Kerbin. Now, with that new science stuff is going to, well, go a lot quicker. And let's just show you what we can do with that. So let's just get this going. Let's also maybe get a mystery gun container, which are the basic things, of course, you can get on the ground. And let's just launch this with a pilot inside, hopefully. And let's see what we can do with some Jesse sounds. We got here Jebediah on the launch pad. Let's start with getting a crew report. You can see we're getting 4.5 science instead of 1.5, which would be the normal thing we would get, which is a lot more. And with this, we can, well, do some stuff already. Oh my god, 9 science for that. Let's do an EVA. Let's do a EVA report. Report from the launch pad. Let's store that experiment. Let's go down. Let's go is space. Let's get an EVA report again. This is not the right one. I guess we are going to sprint off the launch pad, see if we can get some different thing from here. Now, it looks like the area here is different. I thought this would be on some kind of an island. It looks like it is all flat here, which is interesting. From the launch pad, still the same experiment. I guess we're just gonna keep it then. Let's run back. There's also a bunker there. Also sounds like my audio is not really working correctly. I'm noticing a few bugs still in this version of the game. There has been one patch since this version came out, but I haven't got it yet. And let's recover the file and see what we've got here. So I need to do some changes, and we're gonna do that mostly off episode. And it could be that I need to cut a few times to do some stuff. No experience for Jebediah. We do have 28 science though. And let's do some stuff with that. Let's get ourselves some basic rocketry. Buy all the parts. And let's also, with the rest science X18, we can get some fins, stack decouplers, maybe some stack decouplers. We could make some powerful rockets get out of the orbit, or maybe some better parachutes. Barometer. Let's get this one. This finds like a nice item. And let's start with our second rocket here. Second rocket today. So let's disassemble that. Let's get some fuel tanks. First off, of course, I need a decoupler. Oh no, I need a service bay. Then I need a, not the decoupler yet. Let's zoom a little out. I first need a heat shield. Thermal, heat shield. Then this thing underneath. Let's also get the parts up so I know at least what to think of. I need a parachute. There we go. Antenna? Let's get an antenna. Might as well get an antenna. Open that thing up. Put an antenna inside. And turn it around so at least we can see it. Also, let's get ourselves a mystery goo container, I guess. The thing is all the way in. That's nice. Science thermometer. Let's put that one on the side of the ship. And also a barometer, which will be there. And this thing, I guess, turn it around. And put 2 of them down in the middle. You're gonna transmit some of the science, of course. At least that is the plan. But let's just see what we can do. We don't have any solar panels yet or something, so we can't really do anything with that. We're also gonna place 2 radiators on the side. Because normally I have noticed that this thing will be very hot on descending through the atmosphere. And just in case, let's put some radiators on it. Of course, I want to activate them as well eventually. I will set up some action groups to do stuff with it. Now for the rocket itself, I don't need to click next to the window. That would be very handy. We still only have the very small tanks, which is too bad, but shouldn't really be a problem. Let's get 4. Nah, let's just get 8. Get a rocket on it. We got a maximum of 30 parts, so we do have a limit there. Now this still should be able to go up on a pretty decent tempo. And let's just beneath here put down something like a decoupler. And then maybe a hammer booster. And then maybe a decoupler on the side, which apparently I don't have because... Oh, I did get the wrong thing there, I guess. So I guess thing we can do is maybe add a little more fuel like this. Still under the parts limit, we can add 4 more parts. That add 4 more fuel tanks. And then this is under max. Move you up a little. Would you be able to go to space? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's call this one the straight up one. Straight up one, which I think I misspelled, but I'm dyslexic. Don't judge me for that. Okay, now let's set up some action groups. So the thing about the action groups is that the custom 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 are gonna use because I'd like to automate the science gathering. First off, this thing. Can we select this thing? Yeah. Okay. Oh, I can't select one of them apparently. Well, I guess then we're gonna observe with the custom 1 and just activate 1. With the 2, we're gonna activate the barometer, the log pressure data, and on 3, we're going to log the temperature. And also with 4, I'd like to activate the radiators, or the toggle the radiators. So hopefully we can do it like that. We should be able to send out the data back to Launchpad. I've never used this system before, so we're gonna see if it works. And I need to add 1 more stage apparently here because the parachute needs to be on a separate stage. Let's see if I set this up correctly. 1, 2 decouples, it looks like it. I hope we have enough power to get us off the pad. There's only one way to find out, and that's just by doing it the Kerbal way. This is not the Kerbal way. Go to here. Have the ship. Save the ship, launch. Not the red button, the green button, of course. How dare you defy me? Okay. SAS, full power to the engine. Jebediah, are you ready to go? I hope you are, because we are going and we have liftoff. Okay. We need to select the power. Okay. Stuff is going great. Let us do that. And I'd like to transmit this, but first we need to stage so we have some power. At the moment we're not producing power, of course. Okay, there we go. Transmit. You can see the power is going down. Warning, absorbed. Okay. Transmit that. Transmission abort. Dang it. Crew report. Full. Okay, so we have 5 bits of charge. I guess I need to review data. This is 8. Okay. Transmit. Okay, that has been transmitted. Pressure data. Yes. 12 megabits. That's a little much. Okay, let's also do ourselves a mystery goo. Let's keep the experiment and reset the second one. So we can do it again. Okay. Let us retry this. Review data. Transmit the data. Can we transmit data? No, we can't transmit this. Okay. Let's do another temperature scan though, because we can. We are now higher up on the atmosphere. Okay, we've got more transmitted science. That's nice. Let's do another crew report. Transmit that as well. There we go. We've got so much transmitted. How far? Oh my god. Let's shut down the engine because we are going up high apparently. We are up to the 200 kilometers at the maximum altitude, which is very nice, which means we will make space like now. And I just remembered I didn't set the mission reach orbit or reach out of the atmosphere. So yeah, but we are out of the atmosphere. Let's do some more science. Crew report. Let's transmit the crew report. Let's also do our second mystery goo observatory and keep the science because that is way too big. And also let's see, we do this. Review data. I guess keep the data. Barometer will keep. Let's see if we can log the temperature. We can. Let's keep that science as well. And let's now go up, up and away. Till we are on the highest point. I will do one more crew report and then we'll be slowing down and falling down to, well, back to the planet, I guess. Okay, we are now more or less on the highest point. You can see the meter here dropping slowly. And now we're falling down. Okay, crew report. Nothing new to report. That is too bad. Okay, then now the thing we're gonna do is fall down. Okay, let's go up. Let's go full power. Burn up all that fuel we all have left. So we won't hit the atmosphere too hard, hopefully. Also, let's transmit this because we can. Uh-oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that there. Okay, stage. Also activate the parachute. And now we'll just be falling down fast. Hopefully we won't get too hot. We still have the radiators if need be. There come the fiery effects. There we go, slowing down, 10 kilometer the parachute opened. And I guess we'll be safe. Okay, that went perfectly for our first flight. And I think we have collected a buttload of science and we're gonna review that of course in a few seconds. Okay, we're almost down. I guess we didn't really need the radiators for this trip. But I guess with a full orbit we should need that, so hopefully this will work eventually, but there's only one way to really check it out. But we have landed on the planet again and we fall over, of course. Now I'd like to do one more thing before we go. I'd like to do an EVA report if we can help it. And the port was obstructed but shouldn't be anymore. There we go. You, let go. Okay, we are here on the grasslands. Let's take an EVA report. Let's keep the EVA report and go back inside. Climb and port. And now let's recover the vessel. Now we are of course a few kilometers away from the space center, so we won't have the biggest recovery value, which would be the 100 parts, but we have collected a total of 250 science, which is a buttload. We have 96%. We are 34 kilometers away. That's not that much. And we have 1 experience gained for KERBIN, but he hasn't gotten any star shots, so I guess no upgrade points yet, but let's go and do some science. Now you can already see this is going through the progression a lot quicker than we otherwise would. I would like to take advanced rocketry already, because I'd like myself some bigger fuel tanks so we can build some bigger rockets. Eventually I'd like these ones, but at the moment I'd like to spend more on something like batteries, and hopefully we can do some solar panels. This is control, don't really need that. Aircraft parts I don't really need. And a structural fuselage would be interesting eventually, but not at the moment. It would be interesting if we would take some, and also of course some crew cabins would be interesting to take some extra people to space, but we won't really need that at the moment. The biggest thing I'd like to get is our very first solar panel, so we're going for that, and with a 34 science left we can't really do anything else, so we're gonna set it up for the next flight. And now we have both missions complete. We are up to 455,000 funds. And we've got a buttload of extra stuff as well. First goal, launch your first vessel, gather science, and of course the completion for that mission, and a buttload of extra money for getting to space. Getting to space gives us 50,000 for example, and all other kinds of records we have made. And with that, this is going to be the end of this first episode, so I hope you enjoyed it. The real thing I'd like to do is just get some progression a little quicker and just have some little more fun. So I hope you enjoyed this episode. Please leave a like on it if you did, and if you have any ideas you want me to check out or try out, we have the budget for it, so just let me know. Have a wonderful day everybody, bye bye!